From the Apubco Studios at Britain and Broadway, you're listening to a News OK podcast.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the News OK Comics Podcast. I'm Matt Price. I'm here with Kyle Roberts. Kyle, kind of a massive week, really, in terms of high-profile new releases, big books, this sort of thing.
DC heavy week.
It was a DC heavy week, but really maybe the most talked about book of the week. Well, tough to say because we had a lot, but one of the most talked about books of the week. Welcome back to 1992.
Exactly.
Image United #1.
And this is Image crossover. Mm-hmm. Really takes some of the most popular character of Image history, especially in the early 90s when Image was huge, and puts them together in one series.
Kind of interesting. All the original Image partners, except for Jim Lee, are drawing their own characters in this. Jim Lee, of course, sold his company to DC Comics, but he is involved drawing a variant cover. So all the original Image founders are involved in some way, and all of them except for Jim Lee drawing their own characters in this crossover. So if you're a fan of the sort of the art first, things blowing up stuff in 1992, comics have shifted a lot since 92. It's much more writer-driven, and 92 is much more artist-driven. And this is kind of a throwback to that. It's a lot of splashy, flashy art written by Robert Kirkman from The Walking Dead. I thought it was fun. I mean, I don't think it's brain surgery by any means, but if you liked these characters, it's kind of a fun way to see them all again. I don't know, how old were you in 1992, Kyle?
I was in second grade.
Second grade. So do you remember any of these characters? Were Image Comics big? Yeah. So maybe kind of a nostalgic thing for some people. I was in high school and I bought some of these. I was more of a Valiant Comics guy actually in '92, but I don't think they're going to be coming back. Maybe I'm wrong. And then we've got the second issue of World's Finest, Sterling Gates' new comic book. Different artists drawing each issue of this. This one's Ramon Box and Rodney Ramos. Teaming up with the Guardian, who is helping protect Metropolis in Superman's absence. Teaming up with the new Robin, Damian Wayne. They're trying to stop Mr. Freeze and the Parasite as part of the ongoing storyline that links these four stories together. So, World's Finest is a 4-issue team-up of Superman heroes from that I guess family, and then Batman family heroes.
And this is number 2 of 4. They're still kind of setting up the story, but there's quite a bit of action.
Quite a bit of action, and I kind of almost Art Adams influenced art design in this one. Next issue, I believe, is by Jamal Igle, the Supergirl artist, as Supergirl teams up with Batgirl. So looking forward to that. Speaking of Superman, Superman Secret Origin, number 3, Gary Frank, Jeff Johns, sort of modernizing the Superman origin. You've got Superman, Clark Kent going to work for the Daily Planet. I love Daily Planet stuff. Maybe it's because I work at a newspaper, I don't know, but you've got him first starting to work for the Daily Planet, his first meeting with Lois Lane. Love Gary Frank's artwork. He draws a very Christopher Reeve-esque Superman, and just thought this was a lot of fun. If you like the Christopher Reeve Superman, or even sort of your classic Superman stories, I think you're going to get a great deal of enjoyment out of Secret Origin.
Absolutely.
And then what has been the top book of the last few months, Blackest Night, super-powered zombies coming back. Not exactly zombies, but more or less. These Black Lanterns are powered by these Black Lantern rings, these dead villains and heroes coming back to life. You've got the whole spectrum of lantern-based heroes now trying to stop them. And then a crazy twist ending in which Necron has maybe been planning some of these seeds for this thing for a long time. So, of course, a jaw-dropping finale leading into the next issue of Blackest Night.
We're not even going to tell you what it is. You just have to check it out.
No, you just got to check it out. And then for all of you, and some of you emailed me, but all of you who complained about Archie marrying Veronica, what is the deal with that? Why would he do that? Well, in this issue, you see the flip side of the coin. Archie marries Betty. Now,
so you get your wish.
Is Archie a bigamist? What's going on? No, they actually explain it. He walks back down memory lane, ends up back in time before any of this has happened, becomes young again, and now we explore the other possible path, Robert Frost-like. What else might have happened? What if he had married Betty instead? And so that's what we see in kind of a fun comic again by Michael Luslin, Stan Goldberg. And one of the biggest hits Archie's had in years, so certainly numbers-wise, they're happy with it.
Sweet, yeah. So Archie was a big hit. Blackest Night's a huge hit. The Image comic. Yeah,
so a lot of big hits this week. A lot of the high-profile releases, and all pretty good. I enjoyed Superman the most for my money, but I don't think you could go too far wrong with any of these, depending on your taste, of course.
Absolutely.
And so those are, again, some pretty high-profile releases as we close out the month. So for Kyle Roberts, I am Matt Price. Thanks for watching.
Let's see it.